they pulled my channel. Let me say it again. They pulled my channel. You know, all of my work for the past 3 months just gone. It seemed like almost every episode was up there. Some of my best interviews, again, I used it to feature it on my MySpace page, on my Facebook, even on my blog. A lot of the times you'll see the top story is something that I talked about in the previous night or the previous week, depending. And I didn't break any copyright violations whatsoever. And I'm hoping that at least I think her name is Colleen. Colleen will send me what YouTube sent to them. At least we'll find out what videos supposedly broke the copyright. So if she was still taking care of this, I would appreciate if I get a little email. But I'm going buck wild. I'm going to start a Blip account right after the show. And don't take my good names. I'm sure all the haters out there listening are probably going to take all the good names. That's fine. Go for it. You know what? I'm going to find a better name. And it won't matter what name it is because we'll just link to it on Infowars and Prison Planet, and then people will know from there. And it's a little better quality, so maybe we'll up the stakes a bit, and all of a sudden Blip TV will rival YouTube. Wouldn't that be nice? Maybe they'd be appreciative of us posting our material there instead of so subversive and, so ready to censor us and stop what we're saying.
Bermas, they're openly all over the news saying the American people are all terrorists if we own guns or want freedom. These are criminal terrorists taking over America, trying to silence free speech. Everybody's got to post all the material that's on prisonplanet.tv on every major video channel there is and promote it and go ape and explain this is censored information the globalists don't want the people to have. Why? Right. Because we're kicking their ass. We are kicking your butt, New World Order, and we're not going to stop. You understand? We're coming for you.
I love it.
I'm not playing games, boy.
That's right. So we got to go to Vimeo. We got to go to MySpace.tv. We got to go to every single site out there. It's a shame that Stage6.divx.com went down. I was a big proponent of them for a while. We were talking to some of the people that worked there. They were fans of Loose Change and Alex Jones's material and saying, hey, get on here. And we did get on there. And YouTube and Google, the don't be evil Google, crushed them. Said, you're out of here. So, we have to go after these. I mean, how many times do we have to catch Google censoring our videos? How many times do they have to censor Endgame? How many times do they have to censor Fabled Enemies? How many times do they have to censor Loose Change?
And they used to do it just covertly. They would just erase it or suspend it or knock it off the #1.
Yeah.
So now these bastards use other little covert means.
Yes. No, it's not even covert. It's overt. I mean, what did I do today that deserved my channel to be pulled down? Tell me. Where's the violation?
No, they don't even claim copyright now.
Yeah,
no, we have the emails from the people. They just said, no, you're not allowed to defend yourself.
Yeah, and like I said, I had to sit there and listen to Jason Douglas try to talk to these people, and we're just like, we can't help you, can't give you a name. Nope, can't do anything for you. Oh, sorry. Well, I am sorry for the American public that is now going to have to go through other sites, other forms of information other than YouTube, which they're all hooked on. I mean, they can have a multi-million-dollar campaign for that Hulu or whatever, right? Hulu is nowhere near as popular as YouTube. How many commercials do you see for YouTube on the television? It's 0.0. You don't see any. They have the market cornered, and that's why they're cutting us out now. YouTube just made a big deal with Sony. They're going to start playing the same kind of material.
No, their whole front page is other. They openly admit they're going to relegate user videos. They're going to take the U out of YouTube. They are doing this to everybody, folks, because we're kicking their ass. We're exposing the criminal globalists that print the money that finances these bastards. They're using our money. And by the way, it's come out that Google and YouTube is literally CIA-controlled, NSA designed, totally run by them. Hey, let's give out their phone number again to those bastards. I mean, now they're going around. It's unbelievable. 650-253-0000. 650-253-0000. Folks, I want you to just write that number down and call them every day for the next 6 months. It's fun. These cockroaches, this is bigger than any TV network out there now. This is our chance to be on TV, for you to be on TV. And they're taking the U out of YouTube. They've been killing a bunch of accounts before they did this to me. And I was on the air saying, Google's going after people, YouTube's going after people. We've defended other channels. when they've shut them down. They are making a move, man.
You know, Alex, you're talking about it, so I doubt that YouTube actually exists. I mean, it's just imaginary, you know, just like the Bilderberg Group was and the CFR, and, you know, they're not meeting next week in Greece. That's not going to happen. The Bilderberg Group is a golf club.
Vaccines are good for you.
Yeah, they're delicious. That's what they are. And by the way, Pentagon's black budget goes up more than $50 billion. This is off of Wired, so they'll have, $50 billion more black ops budget.
There's no secret budget.
Right. Back to me being fired up. Let's give out the number again. I'm still so upset. Let's do it. 650-253-0000. 650-253-0000. Folks, I want you to call these people all day, all night, all week if you have to. I want the channel back up. I want it back up. I want a reason why we're not allowed to post on YouTube. What is it, the background? Is it the T-shirt? Maybe my face doesn't belong to me. Maybe the watch. Maybe I'm offending the guys who make this watch. I don't know what their logic could be. Supposedly, you know, it's supposed to be user-based. We want to bring people in who are doing their own original material. All we do is our own original material. We read you mainstream media articles. That's what we do here. No, really. That's what we do. All I want to do is fight these bastards. I am so upset. In this 5 minutes, I think I'm just going to rant about YouTube and how they are really just some of the most disgusting, vile creatures out there. You know, when it started, I was a little hesitant to get on the YouTube bandwagon. I still hadn't had a MySpace page. But people were sending me these clips. Before this, it was all WMVs that were embedded. I mean, even the old school Prison Planet and Infowars would have to embed WMVs. And again, this is very heavy on traffic. When I say that, it's bandwidth intense. Okay? But when you have it as just a link, and most of the bandwidth is going through a third party that is generating revenue because of all the ad space they're able to sell, because YouTube is literally in the top 10 in the world. You know, I mean, it's one of the most powerful sites out there in the world. This ain't Google and Yahoo, I think, are 1 and 2. And Yahoo is in the top 10. I'm pretty sure so is MySpace and Facebook. Now think about the power of that in the world. The internet is bigger than television at this point. Okay? Most people in their, teens, 20s and 30s don't even watch that much television anymore. It's all based off the internet, and then they get on their Xbox Live and they're in that little world. I mean, literally, television now is really for, older people who are watching Grey's Anatomy or House. I mean, how many youngsters do you see watching that? How many of your kids are watching that? No, they're not. They'd rather be playing video games or rather be surfing the internet. And, that's why, we did this story last summer, but they started banning the names of Xbox accounts. Oh, if your Xbox account suggests that 9/11 might be an inside job, you're banned. And that's it. They just, your account's over with. Now they're doing the same thing on YouTube. They don't like us tapping into the new technology. They don't like it that we're ahead of the curve. They don't like it that a video of mine that's 1 minute and 47 seconds long gets 6,000 views in a day and then starts to go viral everywhere. Especially when it doesn't take the establishment mainstream position. How dare it? How dare you think outside of the box? How dare you call out a criminal for what he is, a criminal? Call like you see it. I'm sick of all this. Oh, you need to be really careful, Jason. Some of the things you say aren't true. Everything I talk about on this program is backed up by mainline sources. Now, am I going to get everything right 110% of the time? No, no one does. Nobody. It's impossible. We're human beings. We're going to make mistakes. But I know I didn't make any copyright mistakes. And I know that I didn't commit any kind of crimes by the things that I said. I have free speech. I have the Constitution. I have the Bill of Rights. I don't care what they tell me. And they don't like it when I say, hey, by the way, this bill is a bad idea in Alberta, Canada. And, I have Canadian listeners. In fact, I get tons of calls from Canada. I would say outside of the United States, Canada is my biggest listening audience, obviously. And I get at least 2 or 3 calls from Canada every single night. Thank you, my friend. If you missed anything, folks, obviously YouTube has attacked yet again. I may be down, but I'm not out. See, they sucker punched me. And right now, I'm kind of like hunched over. What am I going to do? How am I going to come back at them? I'm hoping I'm coming with a big overhand right that's knocking them into next week with this new Blip TV account that I'm going to create tomorrow. You wanted it, YouTube. You got it. Let's go to their next biggest competitor and make them bigger than YouTube and Google. That's my new goal. Blip TV, hopefully you're going to be a little nicer. No more censorship. If you missed anything, remember the podcast on the left-hand side of the Infowarrior.com. Thank you all, and go after YouTube big time.